Get on back to answer more goddamn questions. Starting off, we got some paid skis order questions. Knock both these goddamn pages out. One of them's order goddamn question. Schnell back. We'll knock him out too while we're on his 2 pages. But from Dissonant Tapes, it's a goddamn paid ski, but it's like a combined stuff. And then he sent like a separate email because he's like, looks like you kind of already answered one of these questions. So I'll send some others. I was like, but it was still a pretty good one. So let's kind of go over it. So let's see what the fuck we got here. It says, overall, I love the channel. Yep. What is this? Your third, fourth goddamn paid ski? Regular paid skis are my favorites. Those are my favorite watchers, goddamn, not these goddamn freeloaders over here. But I've compiled some disagreements I have. Good. Keep them coming. Debates are what we goddamn need. Otherwise, it's just me rehashing the same stupid goddamn shit. 1, Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys is not stupid. All right. He's actually very intelligent. I understand you probably haven't watched the show and based this solely on how he talks and looks. I mean, by no stretch of the definition do I watch the show, but I have seen it. I've seen a couple episodes. It was on. I sat on it. I don't know. I mean, he's intelligent to what degree? To where he's like, define intelligent, because the thing is, dude, some people say, oh, this guy's really smart, but he's smart in a classroom setting. School, he gets straight A's, but in the goddamn real world, he's a complete fucking dumbass. That qualifies as dumbass in my book because, okay, dude, if you know all of the stuff about, you go to some college course and it's some study about archaeology or something you're never going to use in the goddamn real world unless you're going to make a career out of it. And 90% of these fucking JoJos that go to college don't even use their goddamn degree to what they went to school for. So it's literally useless. Just wipe your goddamn ass with it. All right, he's intelligent in that. All right, well, dude, in the real world, you're a fucking idiot because you're stupid as fucking everything else. You literally barely get to tie your own shoes. So, by my definition, you're not intelligent at all. I mean, when people do just stupid, blatant shit, for example, dude, just look at his lifestyle, where he lives. That right out the gate, dumb human being. Does he not even have a job? You don't have a job unless you're missing fucking both your arms and legs, physically disabled or completely mentally disabled, to where you're just really bad, and you are a stupid person for not being employed. That is a dumb decision. Doesn't he not work? He just lives off goddamn scraps and shit. That's not a smart person. Yeah, but dog, he can read really well and do it. I know that's again useless. It ain't benefiting him in life. Look where he's at. So no, he's not a smart guy. Not the goddamn dog's definition of it. He's actually. I understand. 2, people don't dislike the new Deicide album art because it looks bad. They dislike it because they used AI to make the art, which is basically stealing from other artists. But, dude, that whole thing, too, I mean, I do get it to an extent. Who's he stealing from? Because he didn't hire somebody? It's not stealing. Stealing is taking somebody's piece of art that they did draw and using it and not paying for it. It's not stealing from artists. Maybe he sees all the artists and he's like, these guys all suck. I think Chris Moyen fucking sucks. Maybe that's his opinion. Or, here's another fucking thing. Maybe he's thinking outside the box. Everyone else is using these goddamn artists. Shit all looks the same. You got Chris Moore, and you got Matt Putrid, you got fucking Mark Riddick, you got Wes Benscotter, all the artists after artists. I mean, look at a lot of even the 90s album, the Repkas and Seagraves. I mean, all this stuff. It's like all the guys are just, they're copying each other, man. Their shit all looks similar. And I'm not saying I disagree with that or that sucks. A lot of that shit I'm a fan of. But maybe he's just thinking for himself. I want my stuff to look different. To be honest, I can see where he's coming from. And here's the thing, dude. This whole AI artwork, and if I get time to slide the question in, I got a list of them, goddammit. I was going to ask Glenn because I've heard all the interviews coming out. People are asking about that, and you can tell he's just fucking beating a goddamn dead horse. Some of these idiots, it's like, why don't you go and watch the previous interviews that are going up and see what's already being asked? I'm not saying you're not allowed to re-ask the same question. Maybe I'll throw in one or two too, but what are the most people going to be asking about in the goddamn interviews? It's always about the new album, the new album. Why are they always asking about the new album? The reason they are because that's the only goddamn thing they heard, or they're a newbie to the fucking band, which is fucking fine. I've interviewed people too that I'm completely out of the loop on it. But number one, I fucking say that, and number two, we're not talking about a classic of classics. You know, like when I interviewed the Fester UK band, you saw that. Yeah, it's a new band. I just found out about them that day. But again, I make no bones about it, and I say that. Or I'll say I don't know much about them. Them, it's just obvious, and they're asking the same stuff. So how did you record the new album? Who fucking cares? Or asking about the cover art again, which, dude, the last 5 interviews asked it. What I want to ask is this. Was it intentional to start controversy and he's going to ruffle feathers? I thought it was genius thinking about it. Again, it could have been completely on accident. Thinking about it. Who is out of all the big death metal bands, who was stirring up the most, ruffling the most goddamn feathers? It was Cannibal Corpse and Deicide. What do you mean, dog? Whose feathers was Ed ruffling? Cannibal Corpse. Look at them, dude. They were their album covers are censored. Well, the first 4 albums were banned in Germany. Don't know if they still are. Songs from the first 4 albums or whatever banned in Germany. Can't play them live. There's the whole Al Gore thing. There's that. Deicide. The Satanic Panic. People were bitching about him. They were on the news in these interviews. Glenn burning the cross in his forehead. That got attention. That got people talking about him. Fast forward to 2024, you can't do anything for attention nowadays. Well, basically, it's all been done in the metal scene, right? Puts out an AI cover. He stirs up the pot, stirs it up. Now everybody, even the people I don't even like his band, they're all talking about him. Talking about it. Listen, we'll see how is the music AI too. Then is it good? They're listening to it and talking about it, and that's completely genius. There is no such thing as bad publicity unless it's your fucking obituary. Total fucking genius. So again, I don't know if he intentionally did that, but goddamn, he knows what the fuck to talk about. A goddamn good businessman. GB knows what's up as always. So no, I thought great idea. But it's basically stealing from other artists. Ain't stealing, brah. It's like if I put all of Deicide's riffs in a computer, mixed them all up, and then made my new band with the computer came up with. Talking about the music, it's not like that at all, man. What are you talking about, dude? Like literally, like the album. Totally, I can hear parts that are reminiscent of Once Upon the Cross, and Legion. Parts of that come up to my mind. It's a catchy, memorable, well played, good death metal album. Like, what are you talking, dude? It blows away all these newbie bands, and I'm not even just saying that unbiasedly. It just does. Like, I'm sorry, I put a lot of this other crap on, or another Swedish death metal band on. It is not even close to as good as the new Deicide. It's not even close. So I don't know where the hell you're getting that. If you're talking about the music, maybe fucking if you're talking about the art. 3, if Death's Human isn't death metal, then what genre is it? It's not death metal, man. Push me. You telling me Death Human that is as death metal or more death metal than the new Deicide? Granted, you're not insinuating or saying that, but at the same time, you kind of are, or at least making it sound like new Deicide's complete dog shit and fucking Human is a death metal legendary masterpiece. I don't know, technical fucking prog metal, something that I'd have to go back and listen to it too. But it's by definition of what most people are going to look at it as death metal, I don't think you can really classify Human as a death metal record. And I guess it doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't even. Who gives a fuck? You can call it whatever the hell you want. But I'm sorry, the Gorefest Mind Loss. That is when I think of death metal, that is a death metal record. Grave Into the Grave. That is a death metal record. All a Deicide, all a Cannibal, all a Suffocation. That is death metal. Hell, I'll even give credit to fucking Suamon Bias, like a band like Twinkball. That is death metal. It's just played by a bunch of goddamn hipsters. I don't know why it blew up, but you put it on. I'm like, I haven't heard I heard the first 2 albums in the demo. It's decent. It's nothing original. I'm like, it's kind of cool. You know, whatever. It's 90s style death metal. Songs aren't like the greatest, but they're okay. And but the kind of music I like, that's death metal. Whether you think the songs are boring or not, it's still fucking death metal. The actual sound, the growling vocals, down-tuned guitars. Yeah, that is. Human, not really, but again, if I'm not offended by that, but I just think by default, incantation, death metal. You put that on next to Human, it sounds nothing alike. Not that the bands need to sound goddamn the same. They should sound different, but you get the goddamn point. From my perspective, it's their most brutal album. With the fastest double bass and the most intense guitar parts. If Flattening of Emotions isn't a death metal song, then I don't know what is. The new Deicide is. Check that out, brah. I don't remember what Flattening Emotions sounds like, but I can tell you right now, I don't hold the motherfucking candles, goddamn, from unknown heights you shall fall, goddamn it. Ain't even got near the size sack. And this isn't coming from some kiddo who doesn't have 7 churches. Well, at least that's good to fucking know. It's coming from somebody that likes. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I know people that like Goddamn Human. It's just, again, the crowd that I fucking grew up on. That's just kind of not strange. It's just it's the answer I was not used to hearing. Everybody I hung out with when I was a teenager, like that, the guys are all older. They liked up to spiritual healing, and most of them did not even like that. They looked at you cockeyed if you liked that, but that is as far as they would goddamn go. But like, you got guys like Matt Harvey and shit. He likes Human. From what I understand, I think he said in the interview, or he said in mine, or I heard him, or told me off camera. I don't remember. I think he said it. The next Gruesome is going to be kind of going up the death cattle. You know what I mean? So it's going to be similar to the Human style, which whatever. That means I'm probably not going to love it, but I guess I'll check it out. Even the last album, I liked it. Gruesome, similar to Spiritual Healing. I mean, I like it. I own it. I don't love it. But is it a good record? Yeah. But then again, Gruesome in general. Gruesome's a band I like. I own I own all 3 LPs, or at least all 3 albums. Maybe a CD of 1 LP, but I think all on vinyl. But I own all 3 albums. There's the EP in there too. I like them, but I'm not a super fan by any stretch. Do I like it as much as New Deicide? Fuck no. Do I like it as much as Exhumed Gore Metal Slaughter Cult? Fuck no, not even close. But I do like it. It's just one of those things, but not like the biggest fucking fan ever. So he put these in here. So he said, "Yeah, disregard my question. My question on the PayPal transaction. So I see you already addressed the Deicide thing. You got another goddamn revision. Overall, of the channel was put the Trailer Park one in there. 2 of Death. He probably answered that. Just got a third one. It's basically replacing his Deicide questions. I already answered it, but you got them all. You got 4 for 1, brah. He says 3. I think Illud Divinum Sanus has 5 really good songs on it. So you mean to tell me, dude, that piece of crap fucking Marilyn Manson sellout, goddamn cowboy hat wearing, tutu fucking wearing sporting goddamn Gay Dave album that's good, or at least half good, but the new Deicide is processed garbage? That's you mean to tell me that? I don't know about you, dude. You're going that way. Most people don't give them a chance because all the garbage on that album, it's got garbage on there, all right. But I think 10 More Dead is way better than anything on Kingdom's Disdain. Dude, I didn't even make it to Kingdom's Disdain. I'll be completely honest with you. I heard that Illude and I checked out, and then I heard, now it's basically a goddamn cover band. Well, I heard isn't Steve Tucker back on that? Which, yay. I mean, you got another fucking thing, dude. This screams fucking newbie. 19-year-old virgin, goddamn, sitting in his mama's basement, typing on a goddamn computer, flipping burgers at Burger King, dude, when they say something as stupid as fuck as like this. And I didn't even realize this phenomenon until I think starting the channel or slightly before it. Somebody told me, I'm like, that's not a real thing. There's no way that exists. People are, oh, yeah, it does. And then I heard it a couple more times. I'm like, oh, my God. Holy fuckski, 19-year-old virgin alert living in mama's basement, goddammit, and he ain't moving out any the fuck time soon. Steve Tucker is the best morbid angel. Ow. Dude, a real metalist would never say something as retarded as that, brah. That is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. And don't get me wrong, Formula's Fatal Flush, I do like that goddamn album. That is the first time I saw Morbid Angel was on that tour. Gateways is mid as fuck. It's okay. It's got parts I like, but goddamn, by track 5, am I motherfucking bored. But not a turd of an album. Heretic just sucks. I mean, let's just call it like it is. Illude, they should have been fucking dragged out in the parking lot and gotten their asses whooped for putting out. And then why would you even listen to anything after? You hear it's goddamn, isn't Pete Defeat? He's not even on it. So you got Trey, who's the only original guy, and a bunch of fucking Trey and the Cover Boys. That's what Kingdom Disdain is. With Tucker back. Fucking yay, he's on one good goddamn record. And even that one good goddamn record has a crap song. The fucking last track is 9 minutes long, where the hell it is. Completely fucking unnecessary. Cut it down to 3 minutes, just scrap it all together. Other than that, it was a good record. I'll say this too. Pete's drums on there. The blast beats on that are some of the fastest, if not fastest blasts. Just the blast alone. I'm not saying the amount of blasts. Fastest blast in all of goddamn death metal. I didn't pick up a. I'll say this, dude. I think this, because a lot of people say like Christian. I don't think it is. Christian is fast from beginning to end on almost all songs and more songs in general. But I do not think Max has the fastest blasts of just beats per minute of all death metal, black metal. In my opinion, and this is just me talking out of my ass. I could be wrong, but when I hear it, I'm like, who's faster than this? Put in the comments. There might be somebody else. I honestly think beats per minute, again, not beginning to end songs. I realize a Christian song in general, from beginning to end, has more blast beats, but I'm talking about at the time of it being blast, which are more beats per minute. I think it's Formula's Fatal to Flesh or Angel Corpse the Inexorable. Or honestly, doesn't have to necessarily be Angel Corpse the Inexorable, but Angel Corpse, the Tony, whatever the fuck his last name is, the Tony drumming. I say that album because that album mostly is pretty much blast from beginning to end. It's got some parts that aren't, but for the most part, it's all blast. But he's also plays on like God Dethroned Ravenous. He's on, isn't he on Nile in the Dark and Shrines? I know he played live in Nile. I think he's on that one too. The stuff that he's on, his blast per me, like for example, him just alone say that Tony. Correct me if I'm wrong or if I just don't know shit. I'm not a goddamn musician. I'm damn sure not a drummer. But the beats per minute, his drums sound significantly faster than Christian. And that doesn't mean he's better than Christian. That doesn't mean I like Christian more. I'm not saying anything. I'm just talking about as far as pure speed, just looking at it from that angle. You mean to tell me, put it this way, do you think, put it if you're wrong, I say the blasts on, say, Angel Corpse and Inexorable are significantly faster than the blast beats on Black Force Domain. Do you disagree? If you do, put in the goddamn comments. But yeah, Kingdom Sustained, didn't even fucking listen to it, bro. I check the fuck out. Well, why would I even care about that goddamn pile of crap? Here's a playlist of the actual death metal tracks on the album. Well, yeah, I heard it, man. I don't even care. Adam Schnellback, this goddamn order question. What is one thing you actually miss from the old days? He puts new zines from labels that you can also order from. I'm sure you don't miss phone call orders. Just curious. I mean, phone call orders for hells. No, I don't miss that. Thanks again for fixing the shipping address. What do I miss on the older day? Again, it's funny when people ask me the old days, like I come from the old days. Do I come from the old days? Again, compared to these fucking 19-year-old virgins living in mama's house thinking goddamn Steve Tucker is the best Morbid Angel. Yeah, I guess I do. But the King Follies and shit, they gotta be laughing their motherfucking ass off. Old days, we talking about this fucking newbie? And I'd agree with them. Like, yeah, what are you talking about? It came out up in the late 90s, early 2000s. That's late to the game, brah. Yeah, I mean, do I miss anything? I mean, not anything really in particular. It just seemed like it was a more magical time. But the thing is, that's so goddamn unfair. The only reason that I feel that way is the same reason everyone felt that in the early 90s, late 80s. It's when you were a teenager and you were becoming fully involved in it, and you're 1, 2, 3 years in. That's what's going to have the impact on you. That's what you think's the greatest. And as time goes on, it's just like it's kind of like if you start a job that you actually like, man, this job's great, love the job, work there for 5 years. You're not going to be saying that. You might not hate it, you might not be miserable, you might not be looking down the barrel of a goddamn gun, but you're thinking same old, same old. That's the way you're going to be looking at it. Eventually, it's just going to become normal to you. Like, do I get excited coming into Hells and seeing all this new shit coming? No, it's still cool and I check shit out, but am I excited? Like you would have been 15 years old, dude. I remember that, like when the new Dying Fetus came out, Destroy the Opposition. I remember legitimately being excited. I remember because I knew we had it on the way. Um, I remember legitimately being excited. I remember being excited when Hemorrhage Morg's Sweet Home came out. Again, had it on the fucking way. Like legitimately excited. It's in the mail. Holy fuck, can't wait to fucking just rip that open and listen to it. Do I get that way now? No. No, it's just 28 years on the job, or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's not because it's burnout. It's just, it's normal. It's literally like it's my normal day. It's what I do every day. So when you're new to it, and it was the passion you got into, of course it's going to look best at the time. So things aren't that different all in all when you just are into the music itself. You're buying record CDs. The only difference is just kind of how the overall scene is. I can check things out, for free and shit like that, and it has its convenience. It's metal's more popular now, which I guess that's a kind of annoying from a fan perspective. Business, it's fucking great though, so to make a living off it, I guess I'll take it, right? And all this shit, really, the social media stuff and stuff like that. I mean, there's that because that didn't exist, but personally, I don't like it, but it doesn't bother me, and I don't think about it because I don't follow it. I just think I think that's fucking teenage kid shit, man. To be completely honest with you, If you're not on social media, you're not making money. I question what the fuck you're doing. You better be a millionaire with time on your hands because you're just wasting your time. You should be literally at least. Well, I'm home from work, dog. I'm in the evenings. If you're just sitting on fucking Instagram scrolling, dude, you should have a part-time job. Just go get McDonald's. That's more productive. Sitting there just scrolling through Instagram, if you are not doing it for business purposes, that is a waste of time to me. Complete waste of time to me. When you're on YouTube, dog, yeah, right. Business purposes, brah. Exactly. Why do you think I don't have Facebook? Why do you think I don't have Instagram and shit? Grant, I'm considering it now. Hence, to further the fucking business. Not to put up my fucking cats and show you my personal life. Here's my house. Fuck off. That ain't none of your goddamn business. I don't need to show people my shit. How many times do I take a shit a day? Hey, what do you eat for lunch? Ain't none of your motherfucking business. You want to know what the dog eats for goddamn lunch? Send him in a motherfucking paid ski. Other than that, yeah, there's no reason to be on the goddamn crap. So, well, dog, you listen to YouTube and shit like that. I do, yeah, while I'm doing work. I never, ever just sit there like this watching a YouTube video. I've never done this. Never. Not once. Ever. Zero. Zilch. It's phones in, getting work done, grinding away. That's what I did. Killing two birds with one stone. So, yeah, I do that. Anything else? 16-year-old girl with too much time on her hands that should be flipping burgers at Mac Daddy's after high school. Kind of switch the church, you know the fuck to do. But the God, getting out in the morning later, goddamn it.